Good morning, friends. Welcome back to Astrology Today and Tarot. My name is Mel Rose. This is the Tarot portion and the second half of my daily astrology vlog, which you can check out on my other channel, Astrology Today with Mel Rose. Over there, you will find a description of the day's astrology as I have spelled it out here. Here, I will discuss the tarot card that sits on the side of the page. Then I'll play another card that, given the context of the day's astrology, may give us something more to think about. So let's get into it. The card that currently sits on the side of the page is the Three of Swords. And it's here because it represents, in astrology, the second 10 days, or the second decan of the sun's transit in the land of Libra. Libra is an air sign. Here's the sun down here in Libra. Libra is an air sign, and swords in tarot are air element symbolism. And air element symbolism really has to do with our thoughts, our words, the plans we make, and how we can really use our thoughts, words, and plans to either help or harm, right? So here we come to the Three of Swords, and that's some pretty clear imagery. It looks like somebody has been pierced through the heart. And if we think of swords as thoughts, words, and plans, then somebody's used their thoughts, words, or plans. They've used their words against us in a way that sort of pierced us to the core, right? And it's a dark and heavy, cloudy feeling. It feels like rain. It looks like it's a really gray and dismal, sort of cold feeling, right? So, yeah, you know, who hasn't experienced that on some level where somebody's words or somebody's actions have just pierced us to the core and left us feeling so hurt. We're not really clear how we're going to come back from it, right? It is such a really deep, hard feeling. But listen, there is healing after this, okay? The good news about this is that that feeling is temporary and that we can find healing from these wounds. First of all, you know, notice that the people who put those swords in your heart, those people who said the things or made the plans that hurt you so badly, recognize that they're not your friends and just, you know, let them go. All right. And then when you're ready, you know, it's time to start taking a look at the words that they said or the plans that they made and understanding how it had really nothing to do with you, the things that they said or did. So you can go ahead and pull those swords out and begin to tend the wounds so that you will eventually come back stronger, okay? And you'll have a more healthy heart. You'll have a more healthy respect for your heart, you know, and you know, you'll be better capable of connecting with people again in the future. It will happen, okay? So if you're in this heartbroken place, wow, you know, I feel for you. I truly do. And just remember that it's temporary and that healing can be had from this point, okay? With that said, I'm going to turn this over. Ooh, we got the Six of Pentacles. This is a great card. Okay, so Pentacles are earth element symbolism, right? And that's about the stuff that we have. It's about our health, our wealth, and our finances. How well are you feeling? How well are you taking care of, you know, the body that you're dealing with? And you know, also, how well are you taking care of your finances? How well are you doing in terms of having all the stuff that you need, right? So this is very actually Venus and Libra vibe. And, you know, it's funny because Venus rules both Libra and Capricorn, and they'll say that Libra is more about love and Capricorn. No, wait. Venus rules both Libra and Taurus. And they'll say that Libra is more about love and Taurus is more about money. But my experience, they're very close, okay? Libra is very interested in having nice things. You know, Libra likes to get gifts. Libra likes to have a lot of money on hand. And they also like to receive a lot of like recognition, attention, affection, that kind of thing. So, you know, when we're under that influence, and we're very much under that influence right now, friends, then, you know, we can feel that desire to sort of receive gifts. And also there's this generous side of the Venus ruled signs, right? Libra and Taurus, where when we have more than enough, when we have everything we need, we also have enough to share. And that's another thing that we love to do, is to, you know, get the attention and affection that comes from being able to share with people, right? Or just, you know, just being able to share is really a reward in itself, oftentimes. So, you know, that's a very Venus and Libra vibe. And the reason I'm focusing on Venus and Libra is because the Sun and Venus are practically conjunct at this time in the sign of Libra right now. Okay, so Sun is in Libra. This is really having a big impact on, like, our outer life focus is very much focused on that stuff we like, love, and can't get enough of, the things we like to receive, the gifts and compensation, the attention and affection, right? So, you know, when these two, that's our outer life focus, just like our real attention and our personal drive are sort of dedicated to the same things that Venus is dedicated to right now, which is attracting the stuff that we love. So it sort of intensifies the effect of both planets, and it says, yes, we're very focused, and we really want the things that we want at this time. And Venus in Libra, where Venus rules, is incredibly powerful at attracting those resources, and also incredibly powerful and generous when given a situation where they have so much that they can actually share with others, right? And, you know, this is Pentacles thing, so it is really about giving physical gifts, really about sharing physical resources. It's also about showing up looking good. You see that, right? And, you know, I mean, that's an image somebody holds in their mind if you show up looking good and you've got presents in hand, right? So, yes, very, very Venus in Libra vibe. I just love that. I really love it. And especially because Venus has been in opposition to Jupiter here, just talking about, like, what more might we like to be able to give? What more might we like to be able to say we have to share, okay? So Venus is very much in that conversation with Jupiter, you know, sort of like asking questions about those bigger, better things that we would like to have for ourselves, with that very strong pull in Libra. And then taken together with the Three of Swords. That's interesting. Because this says somebody has been excluded in some way, right? And this says somebody is including people, right? Or somebody is included. So, you know, perhaps this is the, you know, part of the lesson, right, from having our heart broken by, from you know, seeing the way people can be so unkind, either intentionally or unintentionally, by using their words against us, by talking smack on us, by, you know, really making plans without us, or making plans that don't, you know, that don't support us. I want to say that, you know, that's an example of something that we don't want to do, be, or have, right? Like, when people show us that way of being, we think to ourselves, one of the things we think to ourselves is, wow, how could you do that? I would never do that to somebody, right? Somebody has just treated you a way that you hope that nobody would ever treat you, that you would never treat anybody that way, right? So, you know, the alternative to that is the Six of Pentacles. So, you know, I talked a little bit yesterday about how, you know, when somebody has wounded us like this, and they've used their thoughts and their words and their plans, and with the swords, I also think very much internet, just like ruining your reputation on the internet, talking shit about you on the internet, sort of, you know, putting information about you that's untrue, and that can be a very wounding feeling as well. Okay, there's this tendency to want to get revenge, right? Like, so if somebody talks shit on you, then you just talk shit back, right? And if somebody used their plans against you, then you make a plan against them. There's sort of a tit for tat thing with the swords, where we're using the internet, or we're using our communication devices, we're using our thoughts, words, and plans to get back at somebody because they hurt us so bad. And, you know, it's natural, I think, when you hurt so bad to kind of wish that other person could really feel the way you feel, right? To wish that other person could really understand what it is that they have, you know, done to hurt you, to wound you, and to really help them feel as wounded as you do. But listen, that is not the way to go. And that's what I've been saying. That it's not an appropriate response, okay? It's not going to make your heart heal any faster. It's not going to make the sun come out any sooner. What will make the sun come out sooner is to recognize what gifts you have to share, and share them with people who will receive them with gratitude, okay? So share the gifts that you have, share the loving and whole part of yourself, okay? The part of yourself where you have plenty to give, and that's material resources, or it can just be attention and affection. Share the part of yourself that you have to give with people who can be gracious about it, people who are eager to see what you have to share, who are eager to spend that time with you and have your presence, okay? You know, it's really not about, you know, tit for tat. It's not about injuring a person who injured us. It's about, you know, saying, oh, ouch, I've been wounded, you know, and then saying, but I'm not going to behave in that way. In fact, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to give instead of take. I'm going to lift people up rather than tear them down. I believe that's the message there, friends. And I think that's all I have to say about it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I truly appreciate your presence here. My name is Mel Rose, and I'll see you all back here tomorrow for more Astrology Today and Tarot.